if you're catching the replay, bear with us while everyone joins. It's 4 till 7, and I get started at 7 o'clock. So make sure you hashtag replay, and I thank you for joining. Good morning, Julie Pappin. Why won't it let you change to Mealy? Good morning, Diane, Chris. Tisme, is that right? Jane, Diane, Lisa. It's just going to be that. Well, there's 13 of us. What was I thinking? Good morning, Carol. Tisme? Tisme. I like that name. Tisme. It's like tease me. But Tisme. I think that's a cool name. Good morning, Carolyn, Brenda. Cindy. Is it Ani? Mary. Yeah, it's not quite 7 o'clock. I was just going to give people time to join. I don't know about y'all, but I was a slow goer this morning. Trisha, Nazar, Tammy. Tammy, you ain't in the woods. Ugh. This was like beat up. It's flat. Y'all gonna have to hang on just a second. I can't shrink this. Give me a second. I guess my drink went flat. It was terrible. I tried to make good decisions, but oh well. Okay, we got 1 minute. Good morning, Marcy, Sue. Shane got one yesterday, Tammy. Let me show you this crazy picture he sent me. Hang on. I said, why are you laying down, Judy? He's laying down with his animals. I think it's an 8 point. My Coke Zero. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. Let's get this party started. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my favorite follower, Bubba. Because he doesn't watch other farms. All he watches is my farm. That's a joke because he told me he watches other farms. Bubba is Kayla's uncle that just got out of the hospital, and he's watching. He normally watches another farm, and he cheats on me all the time. So maybe he'll become a Judy fan if I give him a shout out. I'm just kidding. You know what? I used to on the way to work, I had a Pop-Tart and a cold glass of milk every day on the way to work. All right, I'm not going to take my glasses off. Happy New Year. I forgot to say that. Yeah, everybody tell Bubba hello. He's had a rough couple of weeks. He's been in the hospital. He had about 45 things wrong with him. But he's that song, I'm a survivor. I think she wrote that just for Bubba. I've heard his stories, and he's like the cat with 9 lives. Like, he can survive anything. Okay. Did y'all grab your protein? I'm going to need it. You know what time I got up this morning? I got up at 6:35. Yeah, that's what time I got up. So, okay, we're going to start with my animals. I'm going to start talking about my animals first. Okay, we're going to first talk about Delta Dawn. Delta Dawn is my rabbit. Okay, she's the one who something was wrong with her. I took her to the vet right before I did a video. I took her to the vet right before my dad's radiation. The vet couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. And then all of a sudden she used the bathroom, like she tinkled. And there was blood in her urine. So the vet was like, oh, this is 100% a urinary tract infection. And so he put her on antibiotics. Today is day 6 of antibiotics. She's doing terrible. She's not getting better. So yesterday, okay, it's the new year, so everything's closed. So I did not know what to do with her. Like, she is so skinny. It is the saddest thing, and it's killing me. I don't know. I have tried every fruit, vegetable, changed her feed, trying to get her to eat. Could not get her to eat. So I called me and my chicken friends. We talked, and I was like, okay, we've got to come up with a plan. I cannot let her sit here and starve. Like, it's terrible. So they told me to go get kitten formula and syringe feed her. So I did that, and I got 1 syringe in her. Well, you worry about aspirating when you do that. So I had to go really slow. Well, then I went to another friend of mine, my other rabbit friend, and she gave me what's called critical care. You get it from your vet or Amazon. And it's basically a mix of greens that are grounded up, and you mix it with warm water. So yesterday I mixed it up, and y'all, I spoon fed her. I kind of was like spoon feeding her, trying to get her, and she ate it. She ate a little bit of it. And I was like, okay, good. Well, then about 5 o'clock, I syringed her again some kitten formula. She ate it. And then last night, I mixed up the critical formula and the kitten formula and syringed it. And I was able to get 4 syringes in her, and she was eating it. And I was like, oh, praise Jesus. Oh my gosh. I went out there this morning. She seems fine. I tried a banana. I can't get her to eat anything. So I have just got to get her to be okay until Tuesday. And then Tuesday, I've got to run her back to the vet if she's not eating by Tuesday, because something is not right. And her TT is no longer blood. So I know that her urinary tract infection is better, but there is something else, I feel like, besides the urinary tract infection, because something is not right. And the whole time that I've had my farm, I have never, not one time, had a sick rabbit. So I'm like clueless. And every single rabbit person that I know, we have wormed her. We've done all the stuff to try to get her better. And at first I was like, I wonder if it's blockage or something. But the vet listened to her and said everything sounded great. I don't know. So please be thinking about her because y'all, nothing is worse than sitting and watching an animal starve. Like, you know what I mean? You don't want that. That would be a terrible death. So I don't know. I'm going to continue to syringe feed her all day and hopefully get her, back to wanting to eat. But I've tried watermelon. I've just tried everything. So that's been on my stress list. Okay, Cinco. Yeah, I was emotional wreck. I held it together the whole time. Zick and there I go again, Zick. I'm crazy, y'all. I'm crazy. Nick and Zoe. I held it together the whole time they were there. I did. I did really well. And then the second they left, I looked at Kayla and I just started crying. And I'm not crying. I'm not crying because I'm scared she's going to have a terrible life, because I know she's going to have a great. Why are you giving me a thumbs up? I didn't even put my thumb up. She's going to have a great life at Chestnut Hills Farm. And I will tell you this. Let's see. Y'all are talking so fast. Jane, I plan on asking them to ultrasound or do an x-ray. Like, so I'm just wondering if there's something that we're missing. There obviously something we're missing besides the urinary tract infection. Like, Tuesday morning, as soon as the vet opens, I will be sitting at the door. Yeah. But I held it together, and then when they left, it was just emotional watching her leave out of the trailer, pulling out of my driveway. It was just emotional. And when I was putting together the video, I was literally bawling my eyes out because I was reminiscing about her birth and like remembering all that and remembering me to get her to trust me and like all that. It was just emotional. But I will say that I told you guys this before, but I really, really, really enjoy training babies to be pets. And I thought in my head, I'm like, this may sound like I'm boastful. And if it does, don't think that I'm being boastful. But I feel like I'm very good at taming and training an animal. I feel like when I go to other farms compared to my farms, like I'm like, wow, my animals are totally different from any other animals I've ever seen. Like, and I think it's because I spend so much time with my animals. I mean, I am out there all the time in my hand, and I don't just go out there and pet them. I'm laying with them. Yeah, I'm laying on the ground. I'm like up close and personal. I'm all in their business. Like I think that's what makes them so tame, because I have a connection with them. Because what pig will let you just lay all over them? You know what I mean? And it's just I just feel like I'm good at that. And I am so like when Cinco, now that I've got I don't know why that keeps giving a thumbs up. Now that I've got my crap straight and I'm not crying over Cinco, in my brain, I'm like, I'm so thankful that, I have some people that are, I call them rude people. I feel like it's rude, but they'll go, I thought a sanctuary wasn't supposed to have babies. They want to stab me. You know what I mean? It's not nice. And so I have to explain. I feel like there's all different types of sanctuaries, in my opinion. there's all different types of sanctuaries. And one day I'm going to bring Kayla on here and I'm going to have Kayla talk from a subscriber's point of view, because she's been a subscriber and she's also worked on the farm, and her attitude and everything about farms have totally changed now that she's been here and she's seen how farms actually work. And like when people say, I thought sanctuaries weren't supposed to have babies. Kayla has seen firsthand how mothers want to be babies. Mothers will sit on nothing trying to hatch eggs that are not even under them. Like, like animals love to be moms. So in my head, I'm so thankful. Like there are so many people out there that want a pet cow. You know what I'm saying? They would love to have a pet cow. And not everyone has the time and energy to train. First of all, breed a cow. It takes 9 months to breed the cow. Well, first of all, to buy the cows, to breed the cows, to train the babies so that someone can be blessed with a pet cow. Because cows in general are not always, they're not like a pet, like a rabbit. You know what I'm saying? They're not really like that. They're more of a pasture kind of animal, an animal that you just kind of look at. But everybody dreams of having a pet cow. Oh, not everybody. I never dreamed of having a pet cow. But I'm so thankful that Dee Dee and Dexter can have a baby on my farm and I can raise it to bless someone to have a pet cow that they've always wanted to have. That's how I look at it. I'm thankful that I can actually do that, because I will tell you, HT Homestead, maybe that's what's happening. I'm just thankful that I can provide someone with a pet cow, because Cinco is a straight up pet. Straight up pet. And I am thankful that my animals can have babies so that I can bless people with pets, because even my rabbits, people come here and they're like, how did you get your rabbits so tame? And I'm like, because they're handled all the time, because like my boy rabbit will lay like this on its back for hours. Like it will sit like this for hours and just let people hold it. And so when a child a child is scared of a rabbit scratching them. But when a child of any age can hold a rabbit like their little baby doll, that's a win situation, right? Because they're learning the gentleness of a rabbit, and it's almost like it's fake, although it's real, because they're able to hold it like a baby, like their baby doll. And it's the coolest thing. And like being able for my rabbits to have babies so that I can provide a classroom pet. And it's not just, it's hard to train, in my experience, because I've rescued rabbits. It's hard to train an adult rabbit that has not come from a good situation to be a petting zoo rabbit or to go into a classroom. I will tell you that I had one rabbit that I rescued that was able to go into a classroom. That rabbit was the sweetest rabbit in the whole wide world. But I was able to get it so tame that it was able to go to a classroom. And so if you're wondering why I breed, that is one reason I breed, because I'm able to provide people with a dream that they've always wanted. Okay. You've had your rabbit for 4 years. Fluffy May, I've had for 4 years. I had to retire her. And this is another thing that I've learned about rabbits. So You know how you see people turn over animals a lot? Like farms. Okay. A male rabbit, can only breed for 3 years, and then you're supposed to retire him. Okay. For a farm that breeds rabbits for income, let's just say, or for breeding, um, they can only have their rabbit for 3 years. So they have it for 3 years and then they're trying to rehome it because it's no good for them. It's just a money pit. It just sits there and eat. Okay, there's a difference in a petting zoo because that's not our main focus. Our main focus is not to just have rabbits to breed. Like Fluffy Wheel is retired now and he's not going anywhere. Fluffy May is retired. She's not going anywhere. But see, that's the choices that I have to make. That's why my main focus is not breeding, because it's going to get to a point where I don't have a male and a female that can breed. You see what I'm saying? So, anyway, did y'all have a good New Year? I want to talk about goals. That's what I want to talk about this morning. I want to know what your New Year's resolution is. Or do you even have one? Or do you even believe in those? Like some people are like, I might as well not even do one because I won't have it. I'll be done with it in a week. I'm just wondering if y'all had New Year's resolutions this year. I was in sales my whole life. And in sales, listen, they beat goals in your head. I mean, if you don't have a goal, you can't meet your sales quota. Like, so I'm very goal oriented because that's my nature, being in sales my whole life. Because they're like every week you have to set a goal. Like you'll have a sales meeting on Monday, and they're like, how many packages are you going to sell? Cell phone packages, and you're like, and it felt so stupid to me because I was like, how do I know how many I'm going to sell? It seems so stupid to me. But so none of y'all have New Year's resolutions? I'm taking my glasses off. So Kayla's in charge. Well, I need to see your New Year's resolutions though. Tammy, your life's totally changed this year. Tammy had breast cancer in 2023. And I think that when you go through something like that, you look at life totally different. And Tammy, I'm sure I'm right, but you can agree with me or disagree with me. But, oh, shoot. When you have an illness that you deal with, you look at life totally different. I know when I got septic and had to go on dialysis, and when I woke up, I looked at life totally different. Totally different, because I almost died. And I realized how precious life is. Well, this year, I'm going live tonight at 6:00 with Black Tropical. Oh, shoot, I keep hitting the button. With Black Tropical Homestead. And the reason I'm going live with her is for several reasons. Okay. And I'm going to say this tonight, but she is all about making her own soap, her own laundry detergent, her own frosty milkshakes, her own scrub, her own, like she makes everything homemade. And I started becoming obsessed with her because her page was blowing up. I was like, what the heck? And I really thought at first she was buying subscribers. You can do that, right? I'm taking my glasses off. You can buy subscribers to build your page, which seems really stupid to me. And that's what I thought she was doing. I was like, why is she doing that? Because her page was blowing up. So, and I don't know her, but I mean, I know her well enough to say, hey, what's your phone number? Let me call you. So I called her on the phone. I'm like, what the heck? I am obsessed with your videos because you make everything. And I had a burning desire to be her. And I will tell you that I feel like since Sneed's Farmhouse was born, okay, and I started becoming a petting zoo. Do you know how, like, when when you change, let's see, when something's happened that's good, you find yourself putting your energy and your effort into that. Like if you start a new business, you find yourself concentrating on just the business and you get all out of balance because you're trying to build your business. Okay. Well, I, over the past 4 years of starting Sneed's Farmhouse, yeah, 4 years. It's not even 4 years. It was 3 years in December that I started Sneed's Farmhouse. Um, I feel like that I have put all my energy into the farm and into growing Sneed's Farmhouse, that I feel like that I have gotten a little out of balance with me being a wife. Shane's never complained. He's never complained. He's never said, "Judy, you suck as a wife." Like he's never said any of that. I just feel it in my heart. I feel like I feel like that I need to work on being a wife. It's not that I have totally failed him, because I don't think that I have. I just feel like that, how do I put this? I come in, I am wide open all day long with Sneed's Farmhouse. Of course, Shane's at work, right? Like he's at work all day. I'm here, I'm wide open with my dad and Sneed's Farmhouse, and my mind is just going 90 to nothing. I'm filming all the time. I'm posting all the time. I'm either live, like something. I put my all into social media. And the reason I do is because I feel a connection with y'all. I feel like I have tried to build, I know I haven't really tried to build a family. Really, I in the beginning when I first just, I did not start YouTube until Coghill came here. Until May. I didn't really get serious about YouTube. I kind of played with it, but I didn't know the crap I was doing. But and I really didn't feel like the team that I had before. I don't know how many followers I had. Wait, Diane sent it to me. Diane, how many? I think I had 10,000 maybe last year. I'm not sure. Anyway, the team I had prior to YouTube was Team Judy, Diane, and Tammy. Okay. I talk about this all the time, but that's basically the only people that I really felt close to on Facebook. I didn't talk to any, like some of you I talked to, and like I really didn't have a family per se with Facebook. It didn't start until I started YouTube. And then, but I didn't go live regularly. I just went live whenever I felt like it. And then I would get sideways because I would make my family members mad at me because I would talk and I would be embarrassing to them. And so then I would stop going live because people would say, my family members would be like, "Why are you talking about that? Don't talk about that." And so then I would get all sideways and go, "Okay, I'm not going live no more because I have a big mouth." And then Tammy and Diane would be like, "Judy, please go live again." I'm like, "I can't. I make my family mad." Like I talk about real things here. I do not mask anything. I am a real person. And the thing is with me going getting ready in the morning, I feel like that's what I try to do with you guys and teach you guys is you wake up and you look different. You wake up and you maybe not feel good or you're depressed or you just don't want to get ready. And me too. And so I show you like what it's like in the mornings, and then I get ready and I look like a totally different person. And that's how I want my followers to be is you wake up, you watch me, you're one person, and I hope that there's something that I say that clicks to make you dance and feel like a different person. Does that make sense? And so for the longest time, I would feel like when my family members were like, don't talk about me or don't say this or don't post this or don't, I was like, I don't know how not to be me. Like, I don't know how to not talk about real things because that's just who I am. I I I talk about hard subjects because they're hard for me too. And I tell you things that I've been through because I feel like there's so many out there that have been in my shoes, and it's nice to have someone to talk to about it or to listen and go, okay, how did she, wait a minute. In high school, she tried to kill herself. Yes. Okay, let's talk about how I got from where I was in high school to where I am today. It was from a lot of hard work. And I tell you, like most people would never admit that. And most creators wouldn't tell you their struggles. And I guess I'm different. And sometimes I'm like, I probably shouldn't say this, but then I'm like, you know what? I have learned in life when you're silent, how are you supposed to help someone else? I feel like I have been through what I've been through in life, not to keep quiet, to hold your hand and tell you that it's going to be okay. And in life, I'm not getting ready. In life, you can change your life at no matter what age you are. And I talk about trying things new because the moment I tried something new and got chickens, I mean, y'all, Shane was the one that wanted chickens, not me. And I tried something new and my life totally changed. And I hope to show you that if you try something new, your life might totally change. And then you find yourself dancing every single day because it's made you totally happy. And so I, I, that's why I do what I do. And this year, I just feel like when I was thinking, what do I want? What do I want to try new? I need to try something new. And I told you guys this. I took my dad to the neurologist just week before last. And the neurologist said to my dad, if you do not use your brain, you will lose it. And I was like, it like stuck with me. And I was like, because what happens is when you get older, if you stop doing, like, let's say that you normally exercise. Okay. Let's say that in your younger years, you play tennis. Okay. And then you get to the point where your body hurts every single day, like mine. And you go, I can't do this anymore. So you just give it up. And then you don't replace it with something that you can do. Okay. So like you're like, okay, I can't play tennis anymore because I have a bad shoulder. So instead of like exchanging it and trying something new, you just go, I'm not doing any exercise now. I used to play tennis every single day and I used to compete. And now I literally sit on the couch. What is happening to your brain and what is happening to your body? It is going because you're not exercising it. And just because you can't play tennis anymore doesn't mean you have to give up exercise. Just because you don't like to go outside during the cold weather doesn't mean that you have to give up exercise. It does not mean that. It means that you need to try something new. It means you need to try something new and get out of your comfort zone. Don't say, I can't do this anymore because I've gotten old. No, that is an excuse. That is an excuse. Things that you could do. Let's just think just a minute. If you play tennis every single day for your whole life, and then you go to, my shoulder hurts, I've got arthritis, I can't play any tennis anymore. And that happens. That's a real thing. I mean, I used to work out every single day. I was at the gym 24/7. When I moved here and went to the gym, I would go to the gym and work out, and then I would have a flare up and be in a flare up for a week and could not move. And I was like, I've got to give up working out with weights. And when I went to my arthritis doctor, he said, Judy, you can't lift heavy weights anymore. You can't. So what did I do? I quit going to the gym. This girl that went to the gym every single day for her entire life, my kids were raised in a gym. I completely quit going to the gym, and I sat here. And I felt like defeated because I couldn't go to the gym anymore because I would have flare-ups and then I would suffer. And so I had to learn a different exercise. So I learned this is what I did. I went and got my watch and I said, I'm going to walk 10,000 steps a day. That is no impact on my body. Walking is no impact. Like, I am not going to be in a flare-up from walking. This is for my own sake. So I drove Shane and my dad insane because I would not drive the golf cart. I wouldn't drive the golf cart anywhere. They drive the golf cart everywhere. And I'm like, I'm walking. And they were like, get on the golf cart. I'm like, no, I'm walking. And they would like, you are so retarded. Excuse me. I'm trying to change my vocabulary. You know, we were brought up saying words. I'm not saying that word no more. You are so silly, Judy, for not riding in the golf cart. That is the silliest thing. But see, in my brain, I think about like the neurologist. If you don't use it, you will lose it. So if I don't keep myself going, and 10,000 steps a day is healthy. That is an active way of exercising. Okay. Even though I'm not getting my heart rate up, I am moving. I'm staying active, which is what you need to do when you have arthritis. You don't need to sit. You need to keep moving, or you're going to be like, or I will be stoved up. So the person that, you know, what can a person do that plays tennis their whole life and had to give it up? What can they do? Go get chicken. Go get chickens and put your chicken coop in the back of your, no, I'm just kidding. That's what I did. But there's things you can do. There's things you can do in the house. You know, believe it or not, if you put your watch on and you clean your house, you will be surprised at how many steps you will take cleaning your house. If you clean your entire house, wash clothes, clean your house, and move around, I can hit 10,000 steps easily staying in the house, cleaning my house. Easily. And I can remember there was a time when I was this was probably 10 years ago, where I got in a slump and I wasn't going to the gym and I was depressed. And I can remember going to, I had gained a lot of weight, and I can remember going to the doctor and he said, Judy, I want you to start off with 1 minute of exercise. And I was thinking, this is so stupid. So I started with 1 minutes. So I would make a lap in my living room. It was a circle, and I'd make a lap for 1 minute, and then the next day I had to do 2 minutes, and the next minute I did 3 minutes. And believe it or not, I was out of breath from just doing less than 5 minutes of exercise. Like, I was terrible, and I had to slowly build myself back up. But there are things like just because you can't play tennis anymore doesn't mean that you quit. It means, like, as you get older and you have to shift, because I'm finding myself, I hurt every single day. Every single day. There is something in my body that hurts. I have tendonitis in my elbow. I don't know if it's sciatica nerve or whatever it's called or I pulled my hamstring from Bobby Joe. Like, it hurts so bad to drive. And that's the last thing I need right now, because I'm driving 2.5 hours to take my dad to radiation. And I'm having to stick my purse under my left butt cheek to be able to drive to get to Homewood because I'm in so much pain. It's like terrible, but I hurt every single day. Every single day. But if I stop, I'm going to hurt even worse. Because when I sit here for, like, let's just say 2 hours, I can barely move when I get up. I hurt so bad. And if you have arthritis, you get me. You know what I'm talking about. If you keep moving, you keep your joints and your bones and everything liquefied, and you can get through life much easier. But I say, it's a new year, right? It's a new year. It's a new you. What do you need to change? Even if it's something little. But I don't want you to set goals that you cannot maintain and achieve. So don't sit here and say, this year I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm sick of being overweight. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. If you've never done that before, chances are you might fail if you are trying to do it alone. So set small goals for yourself. Like this year, the month that I'm going to take, and I hope that I can maintain this. I don't know that I can, but I'm going to try. Okay. I'm going to try. And I want to slow down a little bit and focus more on my marriage. That's what I want to do. And instead of focusing on my personal needs and everything, Shane doesn't do this. Shane doesn't do this. Shane doesn't do that. He doesn't meet my needs. He doesn't buy me birthday presents. He doesn't buy me Christmas presents. All he does is want to go hunt. He don't show me no attention. Instead of focusing on everything that I need, I want to focus on what he needs and see what happens. That's what I want to do. And I don't know about your spouse, but for a man, you know how your grandmother taught you the way to a man is is it through his mouth or in his belly? Like through food? Like, listen, if I want Shane to do back handsprings and be in love with me, like Shane will fall in love with me if he comes home from work and I have a meatloaf and homemade mashed potatoes and purple whole peas and cornbread and onion. He is, oh my gosh. He think that is like me giving him $1 million. Like, he just making a homemade meal for him. Listen, I've become a rock star of a wife. I'm not joking. And I don't know why that's so important to him. I really don't. But a man, his needs, and maybe it's just Shane's, but I feel like all men are like this. If a woman takes the time to cater to her husband, you would not believe what satisfaction I get when he walks through the door and one of the, ooh, what is smelling good? Because as soon as he says something smelling good, what does that do to me? Oh my gosh, my food smells good. Oh my gosh. And he's like, ooh, something's smelling good. You are, wait, what are you? And he goes around to the, ooh, what's in this? What's in this? And he's looking and he's like, ooh, this meatloaf. And then he says this, y'all, it's terrible. He'll go, did you use my deer meat? And I'm like, oh my God, I didn't use this deer meat. He wants me to use this deer meat. He wants me. I told you guys Shane would live off the grid, okay? Shane wants me to use his deer meat, and I've got to learn how to cook deer meat. I've got to. I don't really like it. I don't really like the taste of it, but like sometimes when I cook it, like when I fixed a deer roast for the first time, I was like, it was so delicious because it was so lean. There was no fat on it. The roast tasted delicious. The next 5 roasts that I made that I fixed just like that roast tasted disgusting. It was dry, and I didn't do anything different than I did the first time. But for some reason, I cannot fix a deer roast anymore. I don't know why. But if I went to the garden and scooped, I don't know, what do you call it? Scoop, dig up, probably dig. If I went to the garden and dug up some potatoes and went to my goats and I milked them and made homemade butter to go in the potatoes, and then I went and got fresh tomatoes off the vine, and then I went to the freezer and got his deer meat. And I cooked something, I don't know, let's just say a meatloaf. I cooked a meatloaf. And then I went to the purple whole peas and shelled them and cooked them. Shane Sneed, he would put a crown on my head. He would think he would think he hit the lottery. Like I just got the best wife in the whole wide world. That is Shane. That is Shane. Shane wants to live like that. Do I desire to live like that? Okay. In my brain, it's not like I went, when I get older, I want to live in the country and I want to plow. Do you plow potatoes? I don't even know what you call it. I'm going to plow some potatoes and I'm going to have some chickens and go get some fresh farm eggs and I'm going to milk my goat and I'm going to make some fresh butter. That was never in my vocabulary. So my life and Shane's life are total opposites. Total opposites. But see, the difference in me is I'm so willing to learn. Like I'm that person. It's like if I go into an interview, well, do you know how to hook electricity to the power pole? No, but I can learn. I'm a quick learner. Just show me how and I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm that person. Like I'm not going to say never. I'll try it once. I'm not sure if I'll be a rock star, but I'll try it. Why not? That's me. But I want to, this year, with me going live at 6:00 this afternoon, if you have any desire to learn how to be a wife where you're in the kitchen, like, what's her name? June Cleaver. Okay. If you have any desire to be June Cleaver, you know how June Cleaver, Leave It to Beaver, you know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay. Well, just imagine, you know how June Cleaver, she always had her hair fixed. She was always in the kitchen with her little apron on, and what was it? What beaver? She was always calm when she talked to the beef. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ever desire, Even if you've not desired to be June Cleaver, because I never desired to be June Cleaver. I desired to be like Britney Spears or somebody. That's who I wanted to be like. I wanted to be on stage dancing and singing. Like, I wished I could sing. I didn't want to be no June Cleaver. No, I wanted to be in Hollywood. I wanted to be a rock star or something. That's what I wanted. But see, sometimes in life, our dreams happen in a different way. Like, where I never made it to Hollywood, right? Or New York or whatever, I never made it. I never was Britney Spears and would sing and dance. Just never really. First of all, I can't sing at all. So I'd have never made it as a star singing because I can't even carry a tune. But like, I would have so been the backup dancer for Janet Jackson. Oh, I would have been all over that. That would have been a dream come true for me. That would have been so, having my own talk show, being Oprah Winfrey. Okay, do y'all watch Aunt Judy at 3:00 on Monday through Friday? Me being Dr. Phil. Oh, I would have been all over that. All over that. So me being June Cleaver wearing an apron in the kitchen is not really what I call like what I've ever desired to do until now. You know how you're changed as you get older? I've never been one to sit home. You know what I mean? I'm a go, go, go person. What we doing now? What we doing now? That was me. I was that kid going, what's next? What's next? What's next? That was me. Hyperactive, like always got to do something, can't sit home. That was me. And as I've gotten older and gotten this farm, I've learned how to be content being still. That's a big change for me. I think it happens as you get older. Like your life, you know how you were different when you're young and you're like, I never was a stay-at-home person and now I stay home every day and don't even like to leave. I don't even like to go to the grocery store. Like, I don't like to go. I used to shop every single weekend with my mother, and now I shop online and would never go into a department store. That is me. That is me. My eyes are watering like crazy. I just, as this new year comes, I'm trying to try something new. And you never know. I might be good at baking bread. You know what I mean? You never know. Can you imagine Judy making homemade biscuits? Like, you never know. I might enjoy it, but you don't know until you try. You know what I mean? You got to give it a try, and you can't try one time and give up. You got to keep trying and at least be able to go, I used to make bread. I'm thinking, my kids are probably going to go, Mom's making bread? Like, really? But I want to try something new. I want to get out of my comfort zone and try something new. And I don't know where Sneed's Farmhouse is going. I want to slow down. And I want to focus more on social media than I do being open to the public. I do. There's one of me. There's one of me. And being open to the public and killing myself all the time. I don't know if you've noticed this, but when my farm first opened to the public, I was open every single day, 4 times a day. I opened for tours at 10, 12, 2, and 4. And I did them. Okay. Well, when I did that, I was thinking I was going to have a tour every now and then. I wasn't thinking that I was going to have a tour at 10 and at 2, at 12 and at 2 and at 4. I couldn't even go to the bathroom. I couldn't eat. I was so busy. Like, what was so bad is there would be 2 people at 10, 3 people at 12, 1 person at 2, and I had to do the same job whether there were 10 people there or 1 person there. I had to do the same job. And I found myself absolutely killing myself. And I said, Shane, I cannot maintain this. So then I changed the tours for 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. So they were every single day at 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And that was better on me. But y'all, I'm 1 person. So when you do a tour from 10 to 12 and then turn around and eat lunch and then do one from 2 to 4, and then you have to put the animals to bed. And before the tour, you had to do the animals. You're dead tired. You are dead tired. So then I had to change my focus because I started doing field trips. So I had to leave the week open for field trips and just do tours on the weekends. Can you imagine what kind of wife I am? Can you even imagine what it's like to live with me? Can you imagine how tired I am? And then Shane's going, I've been at work all day. Is there supper? Boy, fix you a bowl of cereal because I am tired. You know, I'm killing myself. And what happens is when you're a stay-at-home person and you have a farm, you don't get the respect that Judy has a job. Judy can take her dad to radiation. She doesn't work. Judy can go feed the kids' dogs because she stays at home. It's like I don't get a pass that I actually have a job. And I have to be here every single day and work 12, 14 hours a day, but it's not considered a job to anyone. Anyone. Judy stays home. Judy's so lucky she stays home. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Judy stays home. So then I closed the farm during the week, had it open for field trips, and just do tours on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. And I changed it again because it was at 10 and 2. I'm dog tired. So then I changed it to just 10 o'clock on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Well, then I found myself going to schools, going to libraries to read, having field trips. So I'm dog tired during the week. And then I got to do tours on the weekend. I'm like, when is there Judy time? When is there Shane time? Like I am so tired. But see, in order to feed the animals, I have to work. The animals don't get fed without me working, right? Like I have to still work. So I'm trying over the past 4 years, I'm trying to find out what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, what am I supposed to be doing with Sneed's Farmhouse? Because I am fatigued. I'm getting hurt. I feel hurt all the time. Like I have got to slow down or I'm not going to be, if you go, it's like starting a New Year's resolution. If you're wide open and doing your New Year's resolution, you can't maintain that, right? You have to do things that you can maintain. Now, if I get in the kitchen in January and become a rock star and I'm cooking biscuits and bread every day, do you think I can maintain that? No. So I don't need to go overboard with my New Year's resolution, because if I go overboard, I'm not going to be able to contain the management of being able to do my New Year's resolution. Same thing with Sneed's Farmhouse. I'm like, what am I supposed to be doing? So the thing is with Sneed's Farmhouse is there's one of me. And so then when you put field trips, going to schools, going to libraries, and doing tours on top of filming and on top of editing, y'all have no idea. Social media by itself is a full-time job without having a farm. You have to have a camera in your hand at all times filming. And you're like telling your life, and then people are criticizing and saying, oh, yeah, oh, you shouldn't do this. Your animals are you're getting beat up. It is a full-time job. It is a full-time job just to edit videos. Yeah, it's a full-time. Hang on. Do you know what I do on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7? Hang on. Hang on. Okay. Do you know what I do on Mondays and Wednesdays at 7?
I would hope that you get out of bed and tend the animal.
Try again, Joker.
I don't know. Maybe cooking breakfast for your husband since he ain't been home in a week.
Really?
Well, I'm just saying.
Okay. I will call you. Yes. You know what? If you supported me, you would be on the live watching me because I'm dogging you. But see, I can dog you and you never know it because you don't even watch my live. So you need to hang up the phone. Yeah. He doesn't even know what my New Year's resolution is.
I think you said you was gonna try to be a better wife.
Oh, he does know.
That's what I thought.
Do you know how I'm gonna try to be a better wife?
How you gonna try to be a better wife?
Do you see? This is how much he pays attention to me. What am I? Do you know what I'm gonna start doing to be a better wife?
Yeah, I know what you're gonna do.
Do you have any clue? Do you have any clue who I'm connecting with to try to learn how to be a better wife?
Nah, I don't know.
He has no clue. He has no clue what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to tell him what I'm doing. Okay, Shane, first of all, you're live, so don't say any bad words or don't say anything bad about me. Okay, what my plans are is to slow down on my farm a little bit and be more like June Cleaver. Do you know who June Cleaver is?
I recognize it.
Are you kidding me? You don't know who June Cleaver is?
I don't know. Cleaver the Beaver. I don't know.
Yes. Do you know his mom?
Yes.
What does his mom do?
Little homemaker.
Yes. And what's she wear in the kitchen?
Sometimes a little bonnet.
Apron. Okay. So the plan is I started stalking this lady on Facebook. And
Lord.
Okay. And like, she makes like her own laundry soap. She makes like her husband loves to dip his French fries in Wendy's Frosty milkshake. So you know what she did? She learned how to make a Frosty milkshake. Okay. She makes homemade bread. She makes like scrub. She's home. So I started stalking this chick. Okay. Yeah, I started stalking her, and then I became obsessed with her. Like I became obsessed, and then I was like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Oh yeah.
And so then I was like, Shane would think that he had died and gone to heaven if he was married to her. That's what I was thinking the whole time. I was like, so I was telling them that if I got your deer meat, and I made a meatloaf. And then I went out to the garden and dug up potatoes. And then I went to the goats and milked the goats and made homemade butter to go in the potatoes. And then I went to got the purple whole peas off the bushes and made purple whole peas and went and got some onion out of our garden. You would come home and think you had died and gone to heaven. Am I correct?
And I think something was definitely wrong, and I needed to check my insurance to make sure.
I said,
make sure I didn't pay it, and you be kind of lick.
I said, Shane would think I am the rock star wife. So this chick loves me so much that she's going to help hold my hand and teach me how to be June Cleaver. Okay. And so I've already gone to Amazon to look for me an apron. Okay. I'm going to slow down on my farm and concentrate on my marriage more.
Slow down on your farm.
I am.
It's going to cost me a lot more money.
Probably. But listen, good things come with a price, Shane.
Yeah, I'm good. You just keep rocking where you going. I'm good.
So then I'm going live tonight with her because I'm going to make a list of what I need at the grocery store. And because she told me what I needed, and it was like I was like the deer in the headlight going, what the crap is that? Like I probably need her to go. You need to go to aisle 4 at Walmart on the second to the side, and this is what the box looks like. Like, she's gonna have to be 101 basics with me. But tonight, she's gonna give me a list because the first thing I'm starting off with is bread.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but listen, most people are like, Judy, you need to go get a bread maker. No, June Cleaver would not have a bread maker. And my girl that I'm obsessed with, she's at Black Tropical Farmstead. Her name is Sherry. You met her. But she is, she don't have no bread maker. That joker is in the kitchen making homemade bread like there ain't no tomorrow in her oven, like the good old days.
Oh, you need the bread pan.
Okay, but she's going to tell me tonight. We are going to make a list of what I need, and I'm going to take one thing a month, and I'm going to try to make something new, and I'm going to keep making it until it's right.
There you go. Sounds good.
So what do you think about that?
We'll try and see. Okay, you will try and see.
Shane,
I'm the guinea pig. You're going to be making it. You're going to either going to give me the scours or fat me up. One of the two.
Well, she told me she loved me and she would help me, and that is my New Year's resolution: is to meet your needs better, because I concentrate on what I need from you, and you ain't meeting my needs, Shane. So I'm going to try. So I'm going to try to meet your needs and see if that changes you.
I'm not meeting your needs. So you got a fence, you got coops, you got animals.
That's not, Shane.
You got just about everything you need to thrive.
Shane, I am a high maintenance girl. You did not marry somebody like that. You married high maintenance. That was your choice. You chose your wife, your friends chose theirs. This is the wife you chose, is a city needed girl.
Well, we don't live in the city, so you can scratch that idea. We have a farm, so you can scratch the city life out again.
I'm trying to become country.
So you married a country boy, hunts, fishes, and kills things.
Okay.
You're gonna have to try things.
But see, like, a lot of people would say, I'm not meeting his needs. He don't meet mine. I'm just gonna sit it out. But see, I'm trying to be different and go, you know what? I need to make self-improvements. And it needs to start with my beautiful, sweet, beautiful. You're not supposed to be beautiful. My handsome husband. I have the best husband, and I need to slow down a little bit and concentrate on my marriage.
Okay.
He's like, this is not right. Anyway, so just know that be looking for some homemade stuff. She's going to teach me to be more like her.
Okay.
And I'm so excited.
Okay.
So you need to pay attention to me more, Shane. You need to know what's going on in my life. Just to let y'all know, Shane, I haven't told y'all this because I didn't want to tell y'all, but Shane has been gone, since the day after Christmas? Yeah, he'd been gone for like a week. Hunting. He did kill a deer. Oh, God, I hope Sherry knows how to cook deer meat. Okay, well, you be safe coming home, and I'll see you when you get here. Bye. You see how much he pays attention to me? He did say that I wanted to be a better wife. I'm surprised he even knew that. I'm surprised. You know? So my end results to you is this new year, don't make the excuses that you can't do things because you no longer can do them, because there's so many things that you can do. So instead of concentrating on the things you can't do, like I can't play tennis anymore because I've gotten older and I have bad shoulders or I have arthritis, there's things that you can do. There's things that you can do to keep you dancing. Sitting on the couch is sitting it out. And I encourage you to get out of listen, making bread is getting out of my comfort zone. I am not, when I tell you that I'm so glad that it is Sherry, right? Sometimes I say Shay and sometimes I say Sherry. Black Tropical Homestead is, if y'all don't go follow them because you're going to be obsessed with her videos. But you'll see why I want to make bread and crap. She's like incredible. And I'm like, Sherry and Bobby, y'all, let me just tell you what they do. You can tell that, like, if they lived close to me, we would be BFF, because they're the type of couple that they're driving down the road and they see something cute on the side of the road. So they pull over and start dancing. Like, both of them get out of the car and start dancing. It's like there's a field of sunflowers. They're like, oh, this is the perfect place to dance. So they pull off the side of the road and they start getting jiggy with it on the side of the road, dancing. How much fun is that? Me and her would be BFF. We really would. Maybe we'll be a BFF long distance. But anyway, making bread is totally getting out of my comfort zone. I need to hurry up. I'm running late because Shane got me sidetracked. But try something new this year. Try something you would never, and try something. Instead of meeting your own needs, go meet your spouse's needs. Go meet your spouse's need. What does their needs look like? It's probably totally different from your needs, right? like, Shane and I are opposites. Like, it's totally different. But you will be surprised at how great you feel when you meet someone else's needs. Even when they're a butthole, okay? Like, you will be surprised at what great satisfaction you get out of meeting, like watching someone else. But you got to understand, you can't have expectations, right? We talk about expectations. Like, if I make this bread and I want Shane to go do a front handspring in the front yard because it tastes so good, I might be disappointed. But see, the first time I make it, it may be terrible. It may turn out a rock. Okay. But sitting it out would be going, I can't do this. I literally cannot do this. I cannot make bread. That would be sitting it out. But getting back up and going, okay, look, this is the deal. My bread turned out to be a rock. What did I do wrong? Figuring it out, going back to the drawing board, redoing it. Practice makes perfect. I guarantee you that my grandmother she wasn't a rock star the first time that she made bread. And see, the difference in me, and I don't even know her story, Sherry's story. I don't even know. She said she was a city girl. So tonight we're going to find out her story and go, how did you start doing this? Like, what the heck? I mean, what? If you were a city girl, then you weren't making bread either with your grandmother. I didn't make bread with my grandmother. I didn't do that. My mom didn't cook. So, like, there's a lot that I've got to learn. Okay, I've got to hurry. I got to go do animals. I'm sorry that I've kept y'all so long. Hang on. If y'all get on Amazon, listen, I got to have a little Judy style with this apron. I can't find an apron that I really like. I want a longer one. I don't want one that I look like that I am going to a strip joint in. Because like some of those look like they're risque looking. That's not what I want. June Cleaver did not have a risque looking apron. So if y'all find a cute apron, I need you to send it to me and show me a picture of it and see if I can order it. And I have to have more than one. June Cleaver didn't wear the same apron every day. Okay. This is good to get. Let me put my glasses on. I don't even know what y'all been talking about. My red glasses don't match. You're here. She's here. Okay, I'll go read y'all's comments. Okay, guys, listen. New year, new you. If you played tennis your whole life and you had to give it up, now's your chance to try something new. It might not be exercise. It may be in the kitchen making bread. I don't know what that looks like. I would love for more than one person to get on board and make bread together. I want to do this as a friendship. So tonight at 6 o'clock, we will be getting our grocery list. And I might have to say, I have no clue what you're talking about when you say this ingredient. So could you please go to the Walmart and tell me where it's at and what aisle it's on? Because I have no clue. Like, it's going to be so 101 that I have no clue what she's talking about. But you know what? She's very patient. She's going to hold my hand and she's going to go, okay, Judy, we're going to do this together. And I hope today that you will join me in making bread this month. Try something new. You don't even have to really get out of the house. You can do Walmart pickup or whatever and come back and make bread with me. Okay, let's learn together. All right, 6 o'clock, yes, Central. 6 o'clock Central. We're going to try something new this year. All right, guys, you have two choices today. You can sit it out and say, I can't play tennis no more. Or you can get up and do something different and dance. And today, I hope you dance. I will see y'all tonight at 6 o'clock. And I will also see y'all Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock. Love you guys. See you next time.